What's written here? The print is so small. What's written here? Raven's Peak. What does that mean? Way too many books. No man can read all that. The fairy scholar has all the records concerning that matter. Ah, look here. In order to be safe from the magic of the fairies, paint the head of a piglet on your door. If only I had known that earlier. Perhaps I can find something about the seer's harp.
Don't bother. I've already rummaged through the whole shelf. Magistra Dorota didn't leave anything else.
Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. Damn, there must be something to be found somewhere, perhaps on a different shelf. Here's something about transmigration. It is said about dark druids that they can exchange their soul with that of an animal or even a human. Then they migrate from soul to soul and thus live many a year until their own soul goes to the unnamed. Some fairy folk are also said to have this talent, but those just do it for pleasure, and so they play a joyful game with it. Why Andergast will prevail. May Andergast shine bright. Ephedon the First. There's the story about how he set forth with the heroes to challenge the seer 13 years ago, but he was wounded on the journey and had to be left behind. The 13th war against Nostria, the 14th war against Nostria. I don't have that much time. Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. There's something about a battle near the castle of Raven's Peak, but not a word about where this castle is. There's a note about the seer. Regrettable is his death, considering the lost chance to observe the magic. How did he gather his knowledge of the future? Was he a druid or even a warlock? He seemed to use the power of fairy magic too. The examination of his remains did not reveal anything of value. Hundreds of books about Andergast and one about Nostria. About fairy worlds. Mighty strange to behold are the creatures of the other worlds, for it is reported that it is hard to tell if they walk on two legs or if they're animal or plant, or hermetic noses. About Nostria. As flat and ugly as a place is the kingdom of Nostria. The common Nostrian angles in brackish ponds for salterels. I know all that already. Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. Here, the mountain Raven's Peak in the stone oak forest. And on this page, Magician Dorota has drawn the way to the magic harp.
Excellent.
Mathematics. Many crows make a swarm. I don't need to know more about it. We have to talk. Look, Giacomo, the seer's ring.
By all the stars. In the meantime, I've read through more of the magician's analysis.
Do you know what exactly the thing does now?
Zinda have mercy on me. It really seems to swap the souls of two living beings. It's important to have a focus. The artifact has to be equipped with a part of the target's body.
The raven's feather! From my dream!
That's right. The target must be near the artifact too.
How does it engage the magic?
If you speak the word, the magic of the ring is engaged immediately. Alas, this says its magic is spent for the most part already.
What does that mean?
It can only be used once more.
What exactly can be used as a focus?
You will need an actual part of the target's body. Hair, fingernails, blood. That associates the ring with the target person. The body part has to be conjoined with the artifact. Touch it, as it were.
About something else. What do you know about this artifact?
What exactly do you want to know?
Who's Magister Oakwood?
The Vice-Chancellor of the Academy. Keeper of the Seer's Ring. He's locked himself in his study for days. You will find the chamber right next to the stairs in the hall. But he has locked the door using magic. I don't even know if he's still alive.
The seer is still captured in the raven's body. And what did Gwynling used to say? To catch a bird, you need two things. A proper net and the right bait.
Wait! This is dangerous.
Why? If the seer is so desperate for the ring, he might drop his guard.
Or we'll let him get his hands on the artifact and do exactly what we originally planned to avert.
Do you think you're telling me something I don't know? But we are not the future's slaves, and I don't see any alternative. Would it be possible to change the ring's magic word?
You mean the trigger? Why do you ask?
We could render the ring useless to the seer and use it as bait instead.
Interesting thought. The analysis of the magicians say that this is possible. The original word has to be recited backwards, followed immediately by the new word to be implemented.
Have the magicians had any luck with this?
I'm afraid not. They never found out the seer's word.
In my dream, the seer mumbled one word when he changed souls.
Try to remember it.
It was Corvus.
Formidable. Now we can prepare the ring with our own magic word.
How about Satinav?
That is a very good choice. Satinav it shall be.
I'm ready to go to the Raven's Peak to free Nuri. I'll bait the raven with the artifact he so desperately wants. Then I'll kill him, or flee with Nuri.
I don't know, Geron. Certainly it is useless to him without the new magic word, but how do you want to set the trap for him?
He is a raven. I am a bird catcher. I'll come up with something.
I'd like to have your self-confidence. So, this is goodbye then. May the stars of the worlds and all the fairies' luck be with you.
Farewell.
Farewell, and keep away from the harp's strings. Touching them destroys the human spirit.
Thanks for your help, Giacomo. I'd better lay low. This is the artifact the seer escaped the flames with, and now his spirit rests in the body of a raven. I'll lure them onto the lake, then I'll smash the ice to pieces, somehow. The statue is made of ice. The creatures must have made it with their magic. No one is ever going to sacrifice to you ever again, seer. No one is ever going to sacrifice to you ever again, seer. Why isn't this battle mentioned in any legends? Let's see. The mechanism still works, but it's all frozen, and the bolted lever that locks into the cogwheel has been removed. Very good. The ice is coming off. Now it should be working. Without a bolted lever locked into the cogwheel, I can crank all I want. This is a knight's horse. The foreleg is branded with the oak of Andergast. Why isn't this battle mentioned in any legends? This is for you, Raven. The lever goes with this cogwheel. Unfortunately, the sling is missing. Sephiron will understand. This piece of skin should suffice. I don't need any more. These will have to do for one single shot. The besiegers didn't hold out too long, or the besieged. I always wanted to do that.